So, like I said, this is a Frank Thomas, which I probably wouldn't typically grade. It's way off center, but the corners are sharp. I thought they graded this pretty fair, possibly even generous given the amount that it's off center. And my youngest son pulled this out of a pack early on for $10.80 to get a slab to preserve it. You know, maybe display it or whatever he wants to do.
For the personal collection, it's worth it.
Yeah, I thought it was worth it, so I just threw it in there. My other son, my older one, Jimmy, pulled this out of a pack. It's a 90 Topps Griffey. It's his first regular edition Topps card, so you know that's a decent grade. I mean,
that was always one of my favorite cards when I was a kid. This is a cool looking card.
Yeah, and especially if you have this one autographed, it's one of the most sought after autographed Griffies. Yeah, because it's a hard one to grade too. Yeah, right. So got that one graded for him. This one's pretty awesome. Barry Sanders. This is a color match.
Nice, a blue Prism.
Yeah, so a blue Prism color match, 8.5. I looked it over. It looked good to me. I really don't know what they saw that I didn't. I looked these over pretty well. I don't, not that you're happy with an 8.5, but you can't be too unhappy.
Yeah.
The 8.5 looks a lot better than an 8 or.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I do like about.
Yeah. That 2015 Prism football design is one of the coolest Prism designs that they've had.
Yeah, I just thought this was an awesome card.
Yeah.
So I threw that in there. This is another Barry Sanders Prism. Cracked ice.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is 2021. Cracked ice.
Gem mint.
Barry. It got a 10, which I'm happy about, obviously.
Nice.
Yeah, look that over. What do we have next? We got a Montana. I don't remember if this is a cracked ice or not.
It's a laser.
Yeah, laser.
Orange laser.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. 9.5, that's a good grade.
9.5. Yeah. So it's a pretty good grade.
Yeah. The orange matches the red and gold pretty nice. That's like kind of a color match.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. I'm not unhappy with a 9.5. So I think this is a cracked ice Montana. It is.
10, wow.
And that got a 10 as well, which I'm obviously happy about. And it's the red cracked ice, and it would be a color match then, right?
Yeah. Now, CGC has a couple different levels of 10, right? They have a gem mint 10, which looks like that, and then there's the gold 10, which is a Pristine. Mm-hmm. Have you seen those, the gold label?
I have. I don't have any, but I have seen them.
Yeah.
I like that. I used to hate their cases. I think we talked about them earlier in one of our videos.
When they were green, yeah.
Yeah, they were just ugly, just so ugly. Now I think they have one of the nicest cases.
Yeah, I agree.
And it is crystal clear. I mean, that's one of the things people say about it. It's so clear. So this is a Babe Ruth.
Nice.
Carolina blue, and this is numbered to 35, right? Mm-hmm. 2022 select. So I'm happy about that one, gem mint.
Nice.
Okay. What we got here? Another Babe Ruth, numbered to 149, and that is the light blue, 8.5. So not quite as nice. I wonder what they saw in this. There is slightly off-centered left to right. I don't know about bringing it to an 8.5.
Yeah, I don't see any corner issues at all.
Mm-mm. Sometimes you could tell the card looks great on the front. It's a little off-center on the back. They don't ding it quite as much for that.
For the back, yeah.
Right. You could still get a decent grade, a fairly high grade, but I don't know about that. I got to look that over again. Okay, here's another Babe Ruth. You saw the Refractor earlier. This should be a base of the finest. 2022 Topps Finest Flashback.
Yeah,
Oh, this is the refractor.
Yeah, yep. You
I'm
had the
sorry.
Gold, the gold.
Yeah. A regular refractor here.
And a gold refractor.
Earlier, I showed you the gold refractor.
Nice.
Yeah, my mistake there. So it's a 9.5. I'm happy with that. Obviously, a 10 would be great, but I'm happy. So this is not numbered. It's the regular refractor. The gold was numbered to 50. All right. These are cracked ices. They are 2023 Prisms. They're cracked ice Babe Ruths. This one's a blue ice. Graded. I don't know. These are nice cards. I mean, this isn't numbered to like 25 like the one Select, but
yeah,
it's still a pretty nice card because it's a cracked ice and it's Babe Ruth. I like it.
I always have a hard time figuring out like Panini, the way that they do, like one product, a cracked ice will be numbered to certain whatever, and then another product it'll not even be numbered at all. Mm-hmm. It's hard to figure out.
So put this over here. 2023 Prism, cracked ice, Babe Ruth.
You're getting
10.
You're getting great grades on these Babe Ruth cards here.
Yeah, this is a silver ice, which is nice. I mean,
Yep.
gem mint, I'll take that all day. Another one. Prism, cracked ice. 9.5 on that one. You know, I figured why not?
Yeah.
I think they look great in the case.
Yep.
Cracked ice looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We got another one. 8.5. I was a little surprised by this, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
I thought these had similar condition. I looked these over. I even have a couple more of these, and I pulled a couple out, which I did not like the condition of. You know, looking at it under a microscope, and tilting the surface and all that.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm shocked by the 8.5. I got to look that one over again.
Yeah. I think you had a good theory that you mentioned to me once before, like if you send multiples of the same card, and then like they'll compare them to each other, and you're more likely to get a high grade on one of them.
Yeah, so that is the theory. And I'm not saying I know this for a fact, but I know people do this. They will send in another 8.5. Man. They will send in a card they know is in bad shape if they have multiple of the card. That they know is not going to receive a high grade, and they will put it in front of the one that they want to grade higher. So when they compare, they just looked at one that's not that graded that well,
Right,
the grader.
So by comparison, the other one looks better.
Exactly. Okay. So I'll have to look at this one again too. I'm a little shocked by the 8.5. Whether that works, you hear all kind of theories that the grader had a bad day. Maybe they barely looked at it. You know, they screwed up the whole order. Another one, another Prism, cracked ice, and that's an 8.5. So 3 8.5s. And I know I got the 10 and the 9.5, but I don't know. I'm obviously not thrilled with an 8.5 on this when I looked these over, but I suppose it could be worse. Babe Ruth, Prism, 2021. This is the White Wave.
I love White Wave. That's one of my favorite parallels, is the White Wave.
This is pretty nice too.
Yep.
Gem Mint 10. Happy with that.
Yep.
This one's pretty cool. I think this was our color match. Green Montana, right?
Cunningham.
What did I say? Montana. Yeah, excuse me. Randall Cunningham. Green. Yeah, mosaic. So that's pretty cool. It's a 9. I don't know. Here's what I will say. When I like the double digit ones, like a 9.5.
Yep.
I think I don't know, because it's a bigger.
nicer.
They're bigger digits in this case compared to if that was a 9. It would be a smaller digit in a PSA case. It's not as noticeable,
right?
Or an 8 or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. So that's just one observation. I think. What do we have here? Is this one?
I think that's still yours. Yep, that's yours.
Okay. So this is a Bryce Harper 2019 Refractor of $4.99. It's his first year on the Phillies. It's a mint 9. And again, I thought this would grade higher, but I have this in a 10. But it's a 9, so I'll have to look that over, see what they saw. think this one.
Is that mine? Nope, that's still yours. Another one of yours.
Another refractor, Harper. First year on the Phillies.
Same grade.
Yeah, 2019. It's a 9 again, which they're saying it's mint condition, but I'm not sure why it's not 9.5. Or maybe the border in the top is maybe top to bottom. But I thought I compared it to a 10. I thought I compared it to a 10. And I thought they looked great when I sent them in. I don't know.
So far, it seems like CGC is a little bit more difficult on their grades than what we experienced with SGC.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Certainly with some of these.
Yeah.
Certainly with some of these. Some of the Babe Ruths are coming in a little nicer. You know, they're pretty fair. Here's another, and I think this is the last one, 2019. And why am I submitting this again? Because it's his first year on the Phillies. And it's the refractor, so it's numbered to 499, but 3 mint ones, which
it's a shame that not one of them was even a 9.5.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in that, to be honest with you. I'm not thrilled with those grades.
Yeah.
Here's
right,
the
so
next.
that's box 1. We got another box coming.
You want to open this one because they're probably mostly your
one's
cards.
Probably mostly mine. Okay. All right, we got about a half of a box here. Okay, first one. This is one of mine, and this is a Bryce Harper 2009 Upper Deck Prospects card. Got a 9.5. So this is, I guess, what you would call a pre-rookie, because this predates his first Bowman. So 9.5. Happy with a 9.5.
Even predates the 2010 Bowman Chrome.
Yes.
First Bowman Chrome.
Yep. Yeah, 1 year before. So I guess he was this before he was even drafted. This is when he was on the USA Juniors team.
Nice card.
Yep. All right. Next, another Harper. I had 9 Bryce Harper cards in my order, and then 1 Mickey Mantle card. Okay. So this one is from the 2023 Bowman set, and it's the sky blue parallel numbered to 499, and it got a gem mint 10. So I'm happy with that. I like his just the pose on this one is really cool. They got him in like a really good action shot.
Yeah.
Doing his celebration. That's usually like after he slides into second base or something like that. He does that celebration.
Showing off the Phillies logo.
With the Phillies thing. Yep. So happy with that. Okay. All right. This is the Bowman Mega Box Mojo parallel. That one got a 9. Same pose.
9, huh?
All right, and then we got his 2013 Panini Prism. This is the Rookie of the Year one, and this is, I believe this is a short print. I've seen this card advertised as a short print. And it got a 10, so.
Yeah, I think we did. When you're selecting, you select the card in their inventory.
Yeah.
Like they're pre-populated, like the description, and I believe that was
a short print. Yep. So I like that because it commemorates his Rookie of the Year. It's a second-year card for him, and it's pretty nice looking.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got his 2022 Bowman, and that's a purple refractor, and that is number 250. 250, and that got a 9.
Okay, that's nice.
Not bad. All right, and then I love these cards. This is called a logo fractor. If you can see in like the refractor, when it reflects against light, you can see the MLB logo. It's a 2022 Topps Chrome logo fractor, and that got a 9. Pretty cool. All right, and then we have the 2020 Prism refractor. That has kind of a different sort of pattern to the refractor thing. I got a 10.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yep.
Gem mint.
Yep. Oh. Wow. So I did not know that any of mine were going to get
Oh, there you go.
the gold 10. I was unaware of this. So I did get a Pristine 10, which is awesome. Those are pretty rare to get. That is a gold label Pristine 10.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
It's got the like both 10s, right?
Yeah.
But you can see they put a separate box and it's gold.
And it's in gold. Yep. Wow.
As well as the actual face of the tag is sort of gold.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Very nice. Oh, did they specify that?
I didn't think it would.
Yeah, that's great.
We did get notified of our grades before this reveal, and I didn't know that it was a gold label 10. So that's a nice surprise. Okay, and then we have this is 2022 Topps Cosmic, which is kind of an interesting set. They have like strange cosmic designs, and this is the Refractor. That also got a 10. Which that's a cool looking card.
Real nice,
as
yeah.
well. I'm doing pretty good with these 9s and 10s. All right, and then this one. This was a card I purchased on eBay for like $2.99. Very, very cheap. And it's the 2007 this is a short print, and it's called the Starry Night reprint of the 52 Mantle. The background is different. It's got a bunch of stars and stuff in the back. I kind of sent this in like a shot in the dark. I thought that it was going to be like a 9 at best, but I threw it in there. I thought the one corner looked a little soft, but I guess they didn't deduct too much for it, and they gave it a 9.5. So I'm like really happy with that. It's better than I was expecting. So.
Yeah, it's a nice card.
Yeah.
I mean, anything of the 52, any kind of
yeah.
decent remake, I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yep. All right, so I think I have one more, and then the last two are yours. All right, and then I have the 2014 Donruss Elite. This is kind of a throwback to, I forget which year of Elite. It's maybe the 92 or 93. It's a same design, I think.
Yeah, it almost looks like 91, 92. Yeah.
It could be, and that's numbered to 9.99, and it got a 9.5.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I love how they remade it too.
Yes.
I mean, I think that is the Elite Series is the first numbered series cards.
Yeah, probably.
Like subset. So
yeah,
and they weren't numbered low. They were 10,000.
Yeah, like 10,000. So this is actually a lower number than the original series. This is 9.99. So yeah, I've always loved Donruss Elite, and like back in the day, they were so hard to get.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I didn't pay too much for this. I think it was maybe like $5 or $6 or something like that. And so to come back a 9.5, I was real happy.
Yeah.
With that.
Pretty nice.
All right, and then I think we got two more, and these are
Oh,
yours.
those two are mine.
Yep.
Huh? All right. Let's see what we got. We have Emmitt Smith Action Packed. Now, you can see, these are hard to grade, first of all. I'll start off by saying that. You could see that doesn't line up exactly. But I have owned gem mints of this card. And I told you on a video, one of our earliest videos, that this card, not this exact one, was the first good card I ever pulled out of a pack. And it's an 8.5, which is a fair grade. I wanted to see what I could get, right? These are tough to grade. They are. I had one, and I don't recall the reason why I pulled it out of this order, though. But this one I thought could grade well. And I know you might say, well, that's not lining up at the top. Yeah. But like I said,
I don't know if I've ever seen an action pack card that did line up exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I figured I'd take a chance. 8.5. I'm not like unhappy, but obviously I was hoping for better. And one more. 1990 Action Pack Rookie Update. Emmitt Smith. 8.5 again. So again, I'm not like shocked or unhappy, but I was obviously hoping for a better grade.
Yep. And then it looks like there's two more cards in there that are the two raw cards that we mentioned earlier.
That's right.
They're in the case there.
And then these are the cards that we mentioned. These are the polychrome Michael Jordans. So these were ineligible for grading, unlicensed. I could do a whole video on this, how Fleer was going out of business.
Right, they were basically kind of like a backdoor thing, right? They produced them and then they never were officially released.
Mm-hmm. They were never officially released. How'd they get on the market? They went on Home Shopping Network.
Right.
I believe under, was it Gem? I forget what case they were.
Yeah, some strange grader that
Right.
Isn't around anymore.
Now, I will say this. SGC will grade them. PSA used to grade them, so you'll see PSA grades out there, and that's why I checked. This is one of the coolest basketball cards probably I've ever seen because it's of that 86 Fleer Jordan, and it's a refractor.
Yeah.
So I'll probably try and submit these to SGC. It obviously was disheartening because he said these were 10s.
Yeah, so hopefully SGC sees it the same way.
Right.
Hopefully you'll get a 10 with them.
Right. So there's all kind of theories how they got out of the Fleer factory. You know, how many are there? They go for decent money, I'll tell you that much. If it's a high grade, like a 10, you're talking it could be a few $100s. This one, there's polychrome, there's brush gold, there's all kind of different versions. The polychrome seems to be worth the most. Raw, you're talking probably, again, these change depending on the timing, but maybe $40, give or take.
Yep. There's another one from the same year called Decade of Excellence, which they still do grade, right? Most of the grading companies do grade that one.
Yes.
And that one's not a refractor at all.
And do you want to talk about your Re-slab? That's one thing that you were unhappy with, right?
Yeah. So I also wanted to get some cards re-slabbed. I had some other Bryce Harper cards that were in the old case that had the green label all around it. I don't know if you don't have any of those, do you? The green. I wish I had brought an example of what their old label looked like. So CSG. They used to be called CSG, but now they slab everything as CGC. To, I guess, try to keep everything uniform. So they've changed their label and their case a couple of times. And basically, I just wanted to have my reholder order in with this order, hoping that it would, they would just be able to include it in the same shipping and everything like that. They wanted to charge us like $30 extra or something like that for the reholders, which would have brought shipping to something outrageous like $55, which I've never even.
Right.
What are they going to fly it there on a first class plane ticket or something like that?
Because they tried to claim that it would be different turnaround times, so they wouldn't be able to ship them together. They have to hold the order, I suppose.
Right.
And the order did come out to $30 return shipping.
Right.
Which it's fully insured and everything.
Right.
I don't know. It's not a great price, obviously, but it's not. You can't complain too much if it's fully insured, given the weight.
Right.
But to I don't know, man. People are even diehard CGC collectors are not happy about that. Not that it's a money grab, but to change your case so many times over the last few years
and charge people each time that you want a reholder. Now they were charging $5, which I think is a great deal for a reholder. $5, but now I believe it's $10. What I did was I took it to my local card shop that deals with CGC. And they charged me $7 per card, including the shipping. So I was actually able to do it much cheaper by going that route.
Yeah. So.
Shout out to What's Hot Sports Cards in, I guess, what are they, Limerick?
Limerick, yeah. So that's it. Any other comments on CGC? Would you send in another order? What do you think?
Well, I think I would. Probably hesitantly I would, because I was pretty happy with the grades. And I do like their cases and I do like their labels and everything now. So I think I would give them another shot. I would rate them slightly below SGC, which is my favorite grader. Mm-hmm. I think at this point it would be SGC.
Yeah, I would agree. They don't have it together right now. They proved it a couple different ways during this order, and